Minecraft players try to fake their speedruns, but do it terribly. So here are the funniest fake Minecraft speedruns. Our first run begins and we can immediately see a timer in the top right corner. Nice. And we also see that the speedrunner happens to spawn right into a village, which is a little suspicious. And when the speedrunner goes to loot the first chest, he finds a stack of diamond blocks and 6 obsidian. This has to be fake. After that, our speedrunner gathers wood from a village and makes some tools, including a diamond pickaxe, which is definitely 100% real. And looking at the timer, our speedrunner is only 40 seconds in. But unfortunately, things get more fake when he finds a ruined portal right next to a village. And the chest just so happens to contain a ton of gold. I've lost hope with this speedrun. Before entering the nether, our speedrunner makes sure to get some more diamond gear, because as soon as he spawns in, he just so happens to spawn directly into a fortress. And he even finds a random chest on the floor that gives him all the ender pearls that he needs for his speedrun. I can't make this up. With that, the speedrunner makes his way back over to the overworld, where he begins to search for the strongholds, which actually starts off pretty normally as he throws his eyes of ender in search for the end portal. But I think he gets bored because he cuts the video and he is suddenly at the end portal. And only 4 minutes into the speedrun, he is already into the end. And wait, where is the ender dragon? Is he already dead? And I guess he just completed the speedrun. Let's see if the next speedrun can top that. This next speedrun begins and we can already tell that the run is going to be fake, because this speedrunner spawns in and finds almost everything that he needs. This is gonna be the fastest speedrun of all time. His luck doesn't run out and he spawns into the nether and literally finds everything that he needs in under 30 seconds. And once back into the overworld, he digs straight down from spawn and straight into the strongholds. I gotta give it to this guy. Even though it's obviously fake, he's going pretty fast. He finally makes his way down a path which leads straight to the end portal. And once in the end, he has a special stick called the Time to Disco. And why are there speed lines on the screen? This is hilarious. The speedrunner makes his way over to the dragon, wielding his special stick that he got earlier in the run. And once the dragon perches, he starts to go crazy and dies. Honestly, this guy deserves to die and not finish the speedrun for how much cheating he did throughout it. This next run begins with one of the funniest starts ever. And while we as a viewer can obviously tell that it's fake, I think the kid recording this actually thinks he's tricking us. I mean, look at the chat. Roblox fan 23, he definitely thinks he tricked us. Anyway, he hops into this very weird nether portal, but things don't stop there. As soon as he enters the nether, he finds a random structure that is definitely not part of real Minecraft. And what do you know? This structure just so happens to give him 64 eyes of ender. Once he returns back to the overworld, he does not have a hard time finding the strongholds. Not because he's super skilled at the game though, because it's literally right next to where he spawned. I can't anymore. Once in the end, this ender dragon is also already dead. So all the speedrunner has to do is bridge over and try not to die. And once he successfully makes it to the center of the end, he jumps in and finishes the speedrun. I thought this speedrun was hilarious, and it's obvious that the kid also thought that too. This next speedrun begins and I can already tell that it's gonna be good as the speedrunner includes a timer. And this one begins very weirdly as our speedrunner finds a command block right next to where he spawned in. And this is just giving us a hint of the crazy effects this guy's gonna use in the run. Anyway, he happens to find a hole that leads straight to the stronghold where he somehow gets a very crazy effect. And then he gets an insane amount of heart. Like, is that even real or is this all edited? Anyway, our speedrunner is literally only a minute in and he's already in the end with a ton of hearts. And the cheating doesn't stop there, as he gives himself a netherite pickaxe and begins to kill mobs. Like, this enderman actually dropped 3 stacks of pearls. This loot is crazy. After that, he begins to shoot at the ender dragon with the bow he got from the earlier chest. And after only 1 hit, he kills it and finishes the speedrun in under 3 minutes. I would hate on this guy, but it's honestly kind of cool to see all of the things he did in the speedrun. Things spice up a bit with this next speedrun because he's actually doing this on an iPad. But that doesn't mean that there won't be any cheating in this speedrun. As the speedrunner starts off the run, he spawns directly over bedrock. And you guessed it, also straight into a village. The speedrunner begins to loot the house, and as usual, there is a stack of netherite gear and other rare items. And after he gets them, our speedrunner finds something incredibly interesting outside. He finds a random hole in the water that leads to a very big chest, which just so happens to contain 3 stacks of diamonds. This is actually hilarious. He makes his way out of the secret hole and then comes up on a very interesting sign. The sign says, "This place you will enter will have no peace." What does this even mean? And after exploring the area, the speedrunner finds a bedrock box with skeletons inside. Is this even a speedrun anymore? And after the speedrunner goes ahead and kills all the skeletons, he finds a random hole in the ground, and at the bottom finds a sign that says, "You beat the game. Good job." I don't even know what to say anymore. I guess this guy just finished the speedrun without killing the dragon. That was actually hilarious. Count how many fake things you can find in this next speedrun. The speedrun begins his run with loading into a world, and we can clearly see that he named the world Real Speedrun. So let's hope that he lives up to that name. He spawns into the world, and we can see that he is very close to a village. However, the only thing that is suspicious is a huge arrow pointing at one of the houses. And after further examination, the runner realizes that this house contains a dragon egg, which I honestly have no idea what he's gonna do with. After getting the dragon egg, our speedrunner notices a strange person coming towards him, and it is a Minecraft Steve with a ender dragon head named Piglet. What is going on? This guy happens to give our speedrunner a ton of netherite armor, and then randomly he finds the end portal. Like, when did this even happen? Once the speedrunner makes his way into the end, we can see that the ender dragon already has some health lost. And with bedrock that our speedrunner randomly got, he bridges his way over to the dragon, which he kills extremely easily due to its very low health. And with that, the speedrunner strikes a pose for the camera and ends off the speedrun. I'm kinda lost for words, so let's just move on to the next speedrun. Because this next speedrun is fast, we're gonna speedrun this speedrun. The run begins, and immediately our speedrunner sees a desert temple and a ruined portal. He decides to mine a tree and make his way into the desert pyramid, where our speedrunner happens to find a ton of gold loot and some chests, including some golden apples and netherite gear. After, the speedrunner mines down even further as he finds a huge stack of diamonds under the pyramid. And under that, he happens to find the end portal, which he remembers and saves for later. He makes his way back up to the overworld to try to gather some ender pearls, which he just so happens to get after going into the nether and finding it in this extremely rare chest. I mean, let's be honest. Does anyone need end crystals in a speedrun? He makes his way back to the overworld and back to the same end portal he found from earlier. And after filling it with the ender pearls that he just received, he's in the end and ready to finish the speedrun, which is incredibly easy because the ender dragon isn't even in the world. And just like that, the run actually ends. That was hilarious.